am outside. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon. And here we are having our conversation. Or thank you, Lori, for jumping back on. I hit the button. Thank you, Darren. I hit the button, and I was like, "What the heck is going on?" Right? So super funny. So so it's Sunday, and here we are having our great conversation that we always have. I'm here au naturel as per usual. My hair is a little wild. I have absolutely no makeup on. I definitely need my roots done. My brows are starting to wave at you, so they're getting a little nutty. So every Sunday when we have this chat, we have this little conversation, just you and me, because it's just you and me, and maybe a few other friends too. When we have this conversation, I always pick a theme. We talk about something. So one week I actually challenged you. I challenged you to do something to lift spirits up of people in your neighborhood, okay? And then last week we talked about faith and hope, and I joined you live from outside my church where I actually went inside. So today we're talking about new life, and we're talking about the fact that, even though it feels like we are hibernating inside of our homes, we really aren't. Life does continue. It does continue to go on. And here is the perfect example. I'm going to try and turn this around for you. So here in my driveway now you're like, Paula, what are you showing me? It's a big dirty pot. Well, if you notice in the pot here, there's a magnolia petal, and there's some yarrow growing. And then you notice right there is it looks like some straw and leaves. And what do you think is in there, my friends? What do you think might be nestled inside that? Well, I have to tell you, what's going on in my pot? What happened? What's going on in there? I swore that the day before there was a hole, and there was. The hole was created by a bunny, and inside there were little tiny baby bunnies, and they are absolutely delightful, and they are so cute and adorable. My husband making a little fun of me at this point because he asked me well, I can't seem to hit the button for some unknown reason, but that's okay. I'm going to walk right around, and then you're going to see right behind me why I would actually be coming out here in my front lawn. Do you see the beautiful blossoms behind me? Another sure sign that life is continuing, that we are having, this is springtime. It's an amazing time for us to be out and about and breathing the fresh air and digging into our gardens and getting our hands dirty and fixing up our grounds. Yes, we are in a little state of hibernation at this time, at this moment, and that's because, we want to keep ourselves safe. We want to keep our neighbors safe, and we want to keep our family safe as well. And to do that, we do have to stay in the house, right? We do have to wear our masks. We do have to be considerate of others when we are out and about, maybe wearing some gloves. Maybe we want to, sanitize, do a little extra sanitizing, if you will, when we grab our shopping carts. And I'm in the sun, and you're like, Paula, you're in the sun. I don't care. I love it. I'm so happy to be in the sun. It energizes me. I don't know about you, but it's energizing me just to be out here. I could sit here all day and just breathe in that most delicious, clean, fresh spring air, and walk around the garden. Even though it's not complete at this time, we're still working hard, still weeding, still cleaning things up from winter a little bit, preparing for a beautiful summer. Jump on. Any of you say hello, do a wave, if you will. Give me a little love. I'd love to see a little love too. Let me know how things are for you, that you're safe out there, and tell me, how are things going for you? So Are you having an okay time? Are you able to maneuver, to manage your way through this time? It seems to feel a little better, doesn't it? I think so. And hey, feel free to agree or disagree with me if you'd like. I feel like it is getting just a little bit better. I pray for all those who may have lost their lives, or those are not feeling well. God bless you if you're not feeling well. And for those of you who've lost loved ones. But for those of us who are okay, thank goodness, right? We are counting our blessings, and we are happy. And today's a good day. Today's a good day. because we're here and we're with our family, and we're doing what we can. I don't even know why I'm crossing my arms. I never usually cross my arms. I usually have a cup of tea, but it's so lovely outside. I have my my ball glass with a little lemon inside. What are you enjoying today? Have you picked up a beverage of something as you're sitting and enjoying our conversation? Because, again, we're just having a conversation, you and me together. And I'm so happy. Alana just jumped on. Oh my gosh, Alana, I love you. Miss ya. And who else is on? Kirsten is on. Oh, hello, Kirsten. So nice to see you. And Deb's there too. And my dear friend Tracy is on as well. I'm so happy to see all of you. I know that all of you are safe and you are good. Give me a little love. Give me a wave. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that everything's okay. Just checking in with you and making sure that you're okay. We have this talk. There's a lot of new names here. And, every Sunday I've been coming to you live. And we've been having this conversation about, hashtag reset button, because that's kind of where we are at this point, right? Do you feel it? It is a true reset. We are going back to the days when it almost feels like when we were children, just a little bit. Now, of course, physically don't look that way, right? But we are going back to some old-fashioned spending some time outside, going for walks, watching movies, playing games, doing puzzles, a lot of home cooking, trying new recipes. Yes, I think some of us are still ordering out just a little bit, and that's good because that supports our local economy and our local business owners. But it's so refreshing, is it not? Do you feel it? That hashtag reset button, we're hitting the reset button. And can you imagine, this is going to be quite the summer, I think. My son says to me the other day, he goes, geez, Mom, he goes, it's like summer's canceled, but it's not. Summer is not canceled by any means. We are still going to have summer. It is still going to be amazing out. You can still go swimming. You can still, maybe put your feet in a cool bucket, if you will. Spray yourself with a hose. Run through the sprinkler. Turn on the air conditioner. Turn off the air conditioner. Enjoy the sweet smell of all sorts of flowers and harvest some delicious fruits and vegetables that you might be growing in your garden. We are still going to be celebrating summer. We're just not going to do it the same way. And that's okay. We're going to do it the old new way, right? It's the new normal. The new normal that we are engaging in and that we are embracing, because we are embracing it. Right? We are embracing it. The reset is necessary, Kirsten said. It is, absolutely. It is necessary. It's about time, right? It's about time we had a little bit of a reset. It's about time something happened. I'm not saying this is a good thing, so don't misconstrue what I'm saying. But it is about time that we slam on the brakes just a little bit in our own lives and reassess what's going on. Reassess, what are our priorities? Who are we spending time with? This is going to change for all of us. We know things are going to change. It's not going to be the same. We know that. It's absolutely true. But we also know that it's going to be even better when things get back to, the new normal. This is the new normal. We're going to have the new normal. So, great example. So normally around this time, I think I'd be preparing for, I'd be doing a lot of gardening for sure, but I would start preparing for some pretty big shows that were going to be happening over the summer, and those aren't happening. And I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of okay with that, because I'm a little exhausted with all the running around I've been doing. This gives me time to connect with nature. It gives me time to connect with my family more and spend more time, get my health back. Because I feel like, maybe I let some things go by the wayside because I was so busy. Now, we are all busy people, right? We love doing what we do. Well, hopefully you love doing what you're doing. We love what we're doing, but we become so wrapped up in those things that we do that sometimes we become a little lost, and we don't give ourselves as much as we talk about how important it is for us to have a break, or for our friends to have a break, we forget that we need to take a break. We need to take a breath. Take a breath. Take a moment. Take a step back and just take a break and enjoy the break and embrace it and do something different. Lori says, a new, more present awareness to what we've all held near and dear, but distracted by so many things. We were. Absolutely. Blessings of nature. That's right, Kirsten. Blessings. I'm all about blessings by nature. And, but it's blessings of nature right now. We're getting a gift. This is a good time for us to be, well, nature's doing a pretty good number on us, because we get to have these bursts of beauty. Today's a pure example, a burst of beauty today. Tomorrow, maybe not so much, right? So it's supposed to be a little caca tomorrow. So, okay, so that's your day to stay inside and cuddle with the family and take some time to do indoor things. Isn't, God, the divine spirit, whomever you follow, kind of giving us a little direction. Okay, today's your outside day. Today's your outside day, my friends. And tomorrow's your inside day. So maybe you decided you weren't going to do laundry today because you were going to go outside and enjoy and do some things out in the garden that maybe you have been aching to do or wanting to do, or at least just go out there and think about it and look at it, right? And as you do that, then you decide, well, I'm going to go outside, and then I'm not going to be inside. I'm not going to be doing the laundry. I'm not going to scrub the floors today. I'm going to bypass that. That's fine. That's cool, because it's okay. It's okay to give yourself a break. It's okay to we don't have such a heavy duty timeline like we had before. It's okay. It's okay to leave the house a little messy so you can go outside and go for a walk. It's okay if you leave everything behind and you go down to the local park, or go on a nature walk. Pick yourself a bouquet of flowers, or literally just smell the flowers. It's okay to go and enjoy nature. I'm so blessed. I feel so blessed that, for those of you that just joined earlier, I showed a patch of grass that looks like just hay, and actually what's inside of it, one of my pots here in my driveway, is there's a nest of bunnies that were born the other day, and ironically, I'm going to say ironically, probably not so ironic, that pot is directly across from where my side door is. So when I walk out, I can see the pot, which is right beside me today. Hopefully my voice is calming and soothing to these baby bunnies, and they're just nestled in there and sleeping away. So, being outside, it's awesome. Today's your day to be outside. And it's okay to leave a few things in the house, so that you're not going crazy trying to jam everything in, because well, maybe you're not working right now, and I'm sorry if you're not working right now, but this is your chance to give yourself a little bit of a break. On a Sunday, maybe if you were working on a Sunday, you may have not had the chance to enjoy as much as you would like, because you have to hurry up and get everything done in the house. You got to scrub the floors, you got to do the laundry, you got to vacuum, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to organize this, you got to put this report together, I got to post this, I have to do this, I have to do that, and I have to do that. Man, that's a lot. You know what? You don't have to do that today. You absolutely positively do not. You can go outside and enjoy, because you know what? That stuff will be there tomorrow. It's okay. It's all right. It's a good day. It's a good day to be outside. I'm just loving the fresh air. To me, today feels like the perfect day. And it's because it is not too cold. It is not too hot. It is just right. And there's a little bit of a breeze. And when my husband, my son, and I went for a walk just a little while ago, we were on the bike path. We smelled somebody had a little bit of a fire going. How delicious that smells, like a little fire in the backyard. We're going to be grilling in just a little bit. My husband is celebrating his birthday tomorrow, so feel free to wish him a happy birthday. I will pass it along to him. So with that, it's just a cash day. It's an enjoyable day. We're in such a strange place that sometimes we lose track of how to really relax and breathe, as I mentioned, and enjoy the day and just kind of kick back a little bit. I tell you, you know what, talking with you guys today, it feels amazing. I always love every Sunday when we sit here together, and I love it that we are here together and that we get to have this conversation. For 2 days now, my neck has been killing me, absolutely killing me, because I'm still working. I work at home, and I'm sitting at the computer, and I am like pummeling it away, and there is such a high level of stress, and I'm typing, and it's like all day. So I think my husband is pretty sure about this. He thinks that I was so stressed and so nerved up that I probably like all that stress and nerves right in my neck and in my back, and it was pretty painful. I'm going to tell you, Friday super painful, Saturday even more painful. I wasn't sure if something happened or not, but today, we went for that walk. I did some gardening. I'm outside talking to you guys, and magically the pain has gone away. So what does that tell you? That tells you that taking that break for yourself can really help, and help on multiple levels, right? So if you've been hibernating inside, keeping yourself safe, your family safe, your neighbors safe, your friends safe. If you've been hibernating inside, and it's been a little hard to navigate through that, right? It gets a little monotonous. You're starting to hear people say, "Now I've watched every movie I have in the house. I've watched every movie on Netflix or Apple TV, or I've done all the laundry. I've vacuumed the house 20 times. I'm running out of stuff to do." Well, you might think you're running out of stuff to do, but you're really not. And today's a perfect example. So for those of you that got all that done this week, God bless you, and I'm so happy that you got all that done. So today is your day. Now, some of you have said, what, I'm leaving that alone, and I'm coming outside to enjoy. Now today, for those of you who have been working so feverishly hard and cleaning your house and getting it in order all week, today is your day to bust out of the house, bust out of hibernation, come outside, sit in your backyard, and do yourself a favor. Sit still. A little traffic in my neighborhood. Sit still. Just grab a chair. Sit in a place in your yard that maybe pick out that favorite place in your yard. Maybe there's a little sun, maybe not. Breathe in that fresh air. And just close your eyes and listen. So for just that moment, you probably heard maybe some chimes. I got a couple of crazy chimes in the backyard. I got a little, like a junkie chime. It kind of makes a funky noise. And I actually have a chime, one that makes beautiful noise. And then you heard maybe a car passing by, and the breeze blowing, and maybe, we actually have leaves in the trees now. That's pretty amazing. The leaves in the trees. You might be hearing some children laughing in the background, or conversation, people laughing, digging, lawnmowers, things like that. That is your sign that, as I mentioned in the very beginning, life is still going on. We are still moving forward. If you're looking for hope, there's your hope right there. The hope that the light is at the end of the tunnel. And it's actually not just at the end of the tunnel. The light is just out, and it's absolutely beautiful. But the light is there. We can see the light, and we're moving towards it. And life will be different. Yes, it will be different, but it will be glorious. because now we are shifting just a little bit. We are shifting from that life that we had that was a little, maybe a little too busy. Maybe you needed to step back. Maybe you needed to take care of your health. Maybe it was a little red flag that you need to take care of yourself a little bit more. I know for me, yes, definitely. I have definitely, as weeks go on, you notice the face gets a little fuller because I am enjoying eating at home. So now that means Miss Paula's got to walk more and do more exercising. So that's on my agenda this week. More walking, more exercising, eating a little different, taking some new vitamins for myself, and a new regimen. I look at every week not as we move through this process. I do not look at, as we start the week, here's another week. No, I don't look at it that way at all. I look at it as, well, great, here is another week. Now, whether or not it's going to be a glorious week, I can't tell you. I do have to tell you, last week, man, it was stressful. There were some bumps in the road. It was a real stressful work week for me, and trying to get through a few other things. So don't think like in my world that things are everything's coming up roses all the time and everything's peachy. Because you and I have this conversation every Sunday, and we talk about things, and we talk about how to lift each other up, because that's what we're doing, right? We are lifting each other up. We are holding each other up, and bringing that happiness into our lives, bringing good things into our lives, because together, no one can stop us, right? When we are working together, when we are lifting each other up, there's no stopping us. The energy is there. It's amazing. It's incredible. If for anybody that this just jumped on, I just love it that you are all on. Julia, it's so nice to see you, and Mary Lou, and Beth, it's so nice to see you. Give me a little wave and let me know everything's okay, a little heart, little love. I love it when people engage, so I know that, everything is good and okay. This is a great time for us. This is, yes, we're going through a pandemic. That, not so great, right? People are losing their lives. This is a difficult time. It is, God bless. Every time we come on, I know that there's somebody on here that mentions somebody that they lost in their life, somebody close to them, or a friend of a friend. I know I've lost some friends of friends, and this is it. It is not an easy time. This is a difficult time. We're in a pandemic. So I don't think there is one of you that has jumped on here today that has ever experienced this before. I know I haven't. It's new, and it's new. It's disturbing. Sometimes, depending upon who you're with, it's comforting, or who you connect with, it's comforting. If you need connection, if you need comfort, you could always reach out to me. Please message me anytime. And I'd love to chat with you. If you just want to say, you know what, Paula, I watched your video on Sunday, and I was thinking about something you said, and I'm not having a good day. I'm just saying hi. Can you say hi back? Of course I can. Absolutely. Do it. Personal message me. I would love to hear from you and make sure that everything's all right and okay. And if you just need a virtual hug, hey baby, I'm right there for you. I am there for you. Because we need to be there for each other. If we are not there for each other, there's not even an option there, right? We have to be there for each other, because it is our strength that lifts each other up and keeps us going, and keeps the momentum going. Our doctors, our nurses, I think I see it every week. They are incredible. They are amazing. It doesn't stop there with the doctors and nurses on the front lines. There are nurses aides that are out there that are taking care of our elderly in homes. Hopefully some of you saw the story this week of my sister, who she made a video, and they're playing it for the vets. That's like incredible. Absolutely incredible. Kristen said that she actually lived in Taiwan during SARS, and it was similar: masks, gloves, social distancing. I can't imagine. And for you, it's so. Share some of your experience, Kristen. I think people would love to hear, how people were thinking at that time and going through the motions. But as I mentioned, so my sister was reached out and she did some videos that were that's being played for some of the elderly in some of the homes, because those nurses, aides, those managers there, the people that have to that are keeping our mothers, our fathers, our aunts, our uncles, our great grandmothers safe. They are working hard to make sure that our loved ones are okay, and that they stay in a good state of mind. Then there's let's think about the other people that we may not think of, like our mailmen and women that have to, our mail carriers that have to come and deliver your packages and your mail. And let's talk about people that are in the grocery stores that are making sure that they will be there for you so that you can go grocery shopping, get your groceries, and come home and feed your family. Think about all the amazing and incredible groups, organizations, and even families that have created mini food pantries out there for people so that they can have a meal on their table. These are incredible people. Every person is a hero. Every person is helping to save another person's life. It is, and you're doing it too, because you're staying home, because you're wearing a mask, because you're keeping your 6 feet worth of distance from your neighbor. You're gonna wave and say hello across the fence. You're not gonna go over and give a hug. You're thinking of them. That makes you a hero. Our nurses and doctors on the front lines, some of them even giving up their lives for us. I might break down again, because I think of all these people that are doing such amazing and incredible things to make sure that you are safe at home with your family, so that mothers that are out there, you are there for your children. Fathers, you are there for your children, that you can live to tell the tale, to share your experience with others that may not ever experience this ever in their lifetime. You are there for them. My son just walked in. Man, he gave me a breath there for a second. Because I think about him. I'm grateful that my work has decided to keep me at home, and I can still do my job from home, because I can be healthy for him. My husband is celebrating his birthday tomorrow. I'm home healthy for him, that we can be together. I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting caught up in the moment, but yes, we're all doing our part. We are lifting each other up, and we're being heroes for the person next to us. Well, not next to us. Well, unless you have somebody living at home with you, but your neighbors and your friends, and Zoom meetings are also popular now, right? And I've had so many friends that have said, when we jump on and do maybe a FaceTime, a Zoom meeting, there's a couple of other ways that you could connect with people, and they've said, it's so funny how before this a lot of people damn social media, right? Oh, that's social media. It's too much. But if it wasn't for that social media, we really would not be able to be as connected as we are. I truly believe that. We're not just connected through social media. It helps us to connect outside of that circle too, right? So I'm coming to you live today, and we're connecting, and we're having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful conversation. And but if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me, give me a phone call, send me a message, that's a different way. Hey, I always love getting letters in the mail. So letters in the mail are cool. I know a lot of people have been mailing friends and doing something different because it's funny, isn't it, when you get a letter in the mail and you go, who's this from? And then it's from your friend, and you're like, wow, that's pretty amazing that I'm getting a letter in the mail. Phone calls are great. Zooms are great. There are all sorts of different ways that you can connect. Maybe you can leave a card in somebody's mailbox. Maybe you can leave some flowers on a doorknob. I know that a friend of mine that I used to work with, because it was May Day the other day, and May Day is symbolically, in some neighborhoods, in some areas, there's an exchange of flowers. And she created little vessels of fresh flowers and put them on the doorknobs of her neighbors. How amazing was that, right? I mean, something simple as that can lift somebody up and put them in such a wonderful place that it's incredible how a simple little action can blossom into something so incredible. You never know how you are going to impact somebody's life by doing the simplest of things. A hello, a wave, a nod of a head at the stoplight that you're at, saying hello, talking to your neighbors. Maybe it's just making some cheesecake and sharing it with your neighbor. You just never know. You never know what can happen. I'm just going to take a little sip here. So, my friends, I'm so happy that we're talking here. What's for dinner today? I always ask on Sundays, what's for dinner? Is anybody cooking something delicious? I hope everybody's maybe firing up their grill, throwing something out there. That's always great. Now, if you... and this isn't really a commercial, but I just want to let you know, if you've jumped on today and you've never experienced our conversation, I'm so happy that you jumped on. As a matter of fact, the next person that just jumped on, Ro, my friend Ro just jumped on. And Ro, I'm so happy to see you, but I hope everything is going great for you. I missed you, my friend. I do this every Sunday. Every Sunday I come on live here at about 5:15 and we chat for about 45 minutes. Just have a conversation. I usually pick a little hot topic and we talk about how we can lift each other up. What are we doing? How are we managing? How are we maneuvering our way through this new normal? Because it is the new normal, right? And right around the corner we're going to have the new normal that's going to be coming up. So we're going to have to manage our way through that too. If you are looking for any type of inspiration, if you're listening today and you're like, Paula, I'm so happy that you're on. Well, I'm so happy that you're on with me. If you are looking to maybe listen to some of the other past conversations that we have, I got some great news. I have uploaded them all on YouTube. So I will have a link up here later on today and later on in this broadcast. And you can check out any of those conversations. Mary Lou says that she's got to go because her husband's building a garden and she's helping. That's amazing, Mary Lou. I'm so in awe. That is awesome. I'm so happy for you. Have an amazing time digging in the dirt. So, fun fact. I always like to have a fun fact, right? Every once in a while. When you dig in the dirt, you get a little bit of bacteria underneath your fingernails. I know I've got quite a bit of dirt under my nails today. That little bit of bacteria that's in the soil helps to build up your immune system. And don't we want to build up our immune system around this time, right? Because of everything that's going on. So what do we talk about today? Well, one of the things that we were talking about, I don't think I even went off on all sorts of tangents today, but we started talking about new life. And how it feels like almost like that during the week, because it was so rainy, right? It was crazy rainy, that we were hibernating in our house. And today is an absolutely beautiful day, and we can come outside and bust out and be outside and enjoy being like Mary Lou. She's gardening, and I was gardening today too. But then you're able to see what's going on around you, and the fact that life is still continuing. And I don't mean, and you know that, right? I know that, Paula. I understand that. No, I really mean it. Like, the circle of life is still continuing. You know, there was nothing sweeter than when I found those baby bunnies in my garden, in my pot, in my driveway. There was nothing sweeter when I was like, what is going on here in this pot? And I looked in, and there were these little baby bunnies. I mean, it was the most adorable thing, and it like filled my heart with love and energy. And every morning my cherry blossoms are blooming up front. We'll end on that little in just a pinch. And those cherry blossoms, every morning I've been watching and waiting for them to bloom, and now they're in full bloom. And there is nothing more beautiful, I find, in the morning when I grab my cup of coffee and I look out my front window and I see those beautiful blossoms. And they're just like, it's like a smile from God that says, you know, good morning and welcome to another day. So find that for yourself. Look for that sign of new life for yourself. Find that little piece of something that energizes you, that gives you a little lift, a little, I was gonna say bolt, but just a little jump start to put you in a place so that you can keep your mind and keep your body on a positive track here, on a, gosh, you know, I just want you to realize that yes, life still goes on, but new life is ever present, and it is around you, and it is bursting, and it is here for a reason, to remind you too that, you know, where we are, we're not going to be in this forever. We will come out of this. There is, and I hate to say that there's light at the end of the tunnel. I don't want to say that. I want to say there is light. There is light, and we see it. There is light, there is hope, there is faith, there is, at this time, you know that there is new friendships that are blooming. There are new relationships that are coming around. There are relationships that are redeveloping. There are husbands and wives that are, and other significant others who are finding love again, because they have that time to be together and to embrace each other. I mean, isn't that incredible? That alone is a miracle in itself. That we are finding, we are redefining and rediscovering the love in our life and the joy in our life, and not just what makes us happy, but what can we do to make others happy. Your friends, you probably have a huge number of friends that have done this already. They have just thrown, and it's not caution to the wind. They haven't thrown caution to the wind. They have just said, you know what? I'm making masks. Didn't even think twice about it. I got some material. I got a sewing machine. I'm going to make some masks. I have masks. I'm going to donate them. I've got extra food. I'm going to give it to the pantry. That little girl, did you see it on the news? That little girl who, with the help of her dad, they made a dresser into a pantry for people in their neighborhood. People are just doing. They're not even giving it a second thought. They're not waiting for somebody to ignite anything. They are just doing. And it's so amazing. It's so incredible. You see signs in windows. You see, a friend of mine still has it up. She's created like a paper garden in her front window. There's my neighbors down the street here. I think somebody has a peace sign lit up in their window. Somebody else has a big bear in their window. Somebody else has some dollies that are facing their neighbor's window to give the neighbor's kids a smile on their face. People are just doing, and it's incredible. That alone is like, what? People have changed. It's like the Grinch, you know. I'm not saying that everybody was the Grinch, but it was like all of a sudden, remember the Grinch, and his heart like explodes out of his chest. And this is what's happening here now. Not just in Western New York, not just in the United States. It's happening around the world. people's hearts are just bursting, and they are helping, and they are doing. Because why? Because we know there's the light, and we're gonna get to that light, and we're gonna sustain that light in our lives. Lift ourselves up. Lift up our children. Lift up our grandchildren. Lift up our neighbors. We're just doing. And it's amazing. It's incredible. It's when you think about what's going on around you, you have to sit in awe. You really do. Are you in awe? I'm sitting in awe. I sit in awe every day when I see and hear the amazing, incredible things that people are doing. And it's not just making masks and donating food. It's donating time. It's even working from home. That's also, working from home, it's not easy. For those of you that are working at home, it's hard. It's like twice as hard to work at home than it is at work. But you're doing it. You're doing it for your family. You do it because, and it's not just your family. Who else relies on you? The people that you're doing your work for. People are so creative. The things that people are coming up with, donating our services, Deb says. It is. It's just, donating your time is the most incredible thing that you can do for anybody. You can donate money. Hey, if you've got money to spend and you can donate money, excellent. You can donate your time. You can make some masks. You can make some food. You share it with your neighbor. Hey, don't forget, my friends. We talked about the elderly in some of the homes and our nurses' aides. And if you have a nurse that maybe you know of, or a doctor or a nurse's aide that is working like crazy hours, if you can make them a meal and maybe drop it off, there's nothing like a hot meal. I'm just saying, there's nothing like a hot meal to just allow that doctor, nurse, that aide, that mailman, that EMT, even the security guard at any of the stores, they're doing their thing too. Anything that can give people a break. If they are working their fannies off during this, there's so many people that are overworked during this, and you may be enjoying the break. You may be able to embrace this time. They may not be, because they are looking out for you, and they're looking out for your family and your neighbors and your relatives, and it goes on and on and on. So if you if you can give them a break, a moment, so that when they come home and they're like, wow, I have a meal. I don't have to make dinner tonight. I can relax. Maybe you make some spaghetti and meatballs or goulash for the nurse that lives next door, a couple doors down, and she's got a whole family. That could give them a moment to be together. That she has been longing to be with her kids and her husband or mother or whoever is there in the house. We have the power to do so many things. We really do. And we're doing it. And we're changing things. We're changing the way we feel, the way we look at the world, the way we are approaching our health, the way that we're approaching our mental health. So not just physical health, but mental health, spiritual health. I know people are, on the spiritual end, people are probably off the hook. I don't know about you, but when I walk into a store, that's probably about one of the first things I see when I walk in the door. It's like it hits me right in the face. There are usually flowers or signs or cards or all sorts of vases with sayings on it and frames and the words here that you see is hope and love and family and living life and embrace and feeling blessed. Those are all incredible words, right? And we are using, whoever made those they're lifting people up as well. It's like mind-blowing, isn't it? It's absolutely incredible that we are doing all the things that we're doing. I cannot get enough of this day today. It's the most beautiful day. I'm so happy that I'm sharing it with you, because it's just, I just love having this conversation with you every Sunday. Little breeze going, the sun is still out. If you take a walk around your yard, even if you're not a big gardener, if you take a walk around your yard, I bet you're gonna find something that you haven't noticed before. Maybe it's a new plant, it's a flower, maybe it's baby bunnies like me. I found my baby bunnies. They're so cute. I hope they're okay. I did not touch them, so in case anybody's asking, I didn't touch the babies. So you know what, my friends, I hate to wrap this up, but I think we're gonna wrap it up today. We're gonna wrap it up because there is still a lot of light left in this day, and I want you to go out and enjoy it. I want you to go outside, stick your face in the sun, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and say thank you. Say thank you. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it, my friends. We're gonna keep pushing forward. We're gonna keep moving forward, and we see the light, and we're still moving towards the light. Light is life. And my friends, #reset button. I'm so happy to spend this time with you every Sunday. I did promise you I was going to show you the cherry blossoms. So we're gonna go on a little walk. Oh my gosh, it was sitting too long. As you can see, the sun behind me going through, showing off my grays, I'm sure, because I'm looking wild today. My hair is crazy. My eyebrows are crazy. No makeup as per usual today. So behind me, that I love so much, I'm so happy this tree is the tree that I just mentioned, that wakes me up every morning. I wake up with my cup of coffee and I look outside and I see these beautiful, beautiful pink blossoms. And what do they do for me? They put a smile on my face and they help to jumpstart my day. So you find that little something that'll jumpstart your day every morning, and stick your face in the sun. And when you do, remember, that's the light. That's the light that gives you life, and that's the light that's going to keep you going. My friends, all these conversations are now on YouTube. Feel free to watch them. I'm going to have a link up at the top in just a moment. Next Sunday, we're going to be back here next Sunday. It's Mother's Day. Yeah, I'm still going to be here, and it's Mother's Day, and I'll have a special treat for everyone. So everyone, take care. God bless. And #reset button. And remember, we got the light. We got the light.